And as the sun moons right in the center of the sky, as we set our eyes on Mother Rare View, and of course the stars embezzling another different aspect as they do one of the most emphatic walks in modern day football. It's one of the most indulgent finals that we've been waiting and anticipating, and in immaculate sensational form of all essence and in all view. It's the final of the South African Football Association Under 15 Interprovincial Tournament. We are coming to you live from one of the prominent, most sensational football grounds in Soweto, in Johannesburg, in Gauteng, in South Africa, in Africa on a whole, in all essence and in all view. Panorama Sports Club football ground. And it doesn't get any worse than this, because these two provinces have done an immaculate job in terms of finding themselves in the final and making sure that they can be able to bypass this hurdle that is in front of their radar. Coming to, of course, think of how they wanted to contemplate a different aspect. It's a case now, of course, of a little bit of another perspective. Remember that Gauteng province managed to outsmart a very reluctant Northern Cape side by 7 goals to 0. Western Cape province, they too themselves were able to salvage an 8-goal win against Northern Cape. They come into this encounter both with some emphatic form as they do the huddle to ask from above the Lord God Almighty, the omnipotent, the all-sufficient, the Alpha and the Omega, for strength and stability, and most certainly for unity, and in sense, of course, of the belief that they can be crowned champions of the Under 15 Interprovincial Tournament champions. And they believe indeed. I always allude about one aspect, I always allude about one ethic, and that's one of the most fundamentals in the modern football. Not a lot of choppings and changings, of course, from this Gauteng side on goals. They still most certainly keep their trusted compatriot Skyly Coutinho, that back three with Yola, Leruo and Simpiwe in the heart of midfield. Katleho, as well as Katleho, will be dissecting and nullifying the stability and mobility up front. The front three will most certainly want to outsmart and outplay that defensive third of Western Cape, who have been very solid and haven't been really conceding. Remember that the official referee for this game is Sibusiswa Mdluli, and her first assistant Lerato Mofokeng, alongside her second assistant Lebohang Motolo, as she blows the whistle and gets us underway for the 2024 Under 15, SAFA Under 15 Inter-Provincial Tournament. It's a case now, of course, of who wants it more, who has that work ethic, that desire, and that say never die attitude. And they get on to business very early in this matchup. Is Western Cape with some rotation of the ball, feeling and making sure that they can settle. Good press as well from that midfield of Gauteng. Remember that they are representing the province of Gauteng, and Western Cape are representing the province of Western Cape. Quite an interesting factor, because before the game I had a little chat with their coach as Sibusiswa Mdluli blows a whistle in contention of a high foot showing Dutch challenge. It will be a set piece here. Remember that Katlego, the captain of the team, the skipper, managed to convert a very decisive set piece. It's in a promising area as well. She takes a shot here! When I alluded about her qualities, she's a free kick specialist. That's a decent effort from Katlego. There's the first scare on Western Cape. They must not concede and give away these set pieces in promising areas. They will be punished. Look at the technique as well on goal, and it needed the reflexes of Mia to then salvage them to be part of this game. It's a corner here, the first corner of the game, awarded to Gauteng. Some defending to do here for Western Cape. And Mohale will be the one that hoists one in here. The goalkeeper not convincing there. I think she got the last touch. The official sees it differently. Out far in your rear view, there is one of the most prolific photographers, Karabo Viga. Used to be a soccer player as well, is Karabo. There's the first touch of Zintle, the little Napoleon, out wide to Chorizo. She was looking for the run of Zanele, and she most definitely had the pressure of Messiah. Wasn't able to bypass in terms of that defensive third. She's done an emphatic job, is the coach of Gauteng Province, Nomvula Mnisi, coaching since 2018. She's in the coaching space for 5 years now, and she's obtained her C license in the sense of making sure that she can be able to be a techronet, a technician, a methodist, a mastermind in football. And she's currently actually coaching a Varsity United side, which was established in 2019 out in Vosloorus. Is Nomvula of Gauteng Province, the coach. Remember that also the coach of Western Cape, Johan Solomon, coaching for 10 years now, busy with her B license. She's obtained her C license as well. Remember that she is currently coaching the ladies team for the University of Stellenbosch out in Western Cape. We know what Stellenbosch has done most certainly in terms of their streak, not only in the Betway Premiership but also in the Diski Challenge. They went abroad, the Staley side, the under-20s, the under-21s and the 19-year-olds performing very well in outsmarting Manchester City sides, development sides of the caliber of Manchester United as well as Aston Villa. So that tells you about the certainty of football in South Africa. And you found the likes of Benny McCarthy as well as Stephen Pinard managing to go abroad and opening and paving a way for the likes of Tulane Sirero as well as Dikashwa. And currently, right now, we have a very interesting Sitole who's very prominent in terms of his football. Out wide now, Gauteng trying to pose a threat on that defensive third of Western Cape. Nice pacey start to the match in terms of the intensity and the tempo. You can see there's a lot of challenges and there's a lot of work ethic here as they get into the box, and the keeper coming off a line, Coutinho, making sure that she can most certainly read that dangerous play very well. There's a little bit of some alteration here. There is Singo Tisha, great skill, she blazes one, and she is of course another trouble to bypass. Perfectly weighted here, Zanele out wide. They find Katlejo, the captain of the ship. Back to Chorizo, patiently working it. 2v1 situation. Great cover defense from Ayela Jacobs. She loses out here, but she gets the better of Chorizo. Pound for pound, toe for toe. They've really contemplated a different aspect. These two sides will be a goal kick to Western Cape. 6 minutes have gone and passed, and we've seen how Gauteng are in the sense of trying to take a shot. Yeah, takes an awkward deflection. Yeah, oh, that nearly creeped into the back of the net. That almost creeped into the back of the net. Was a decent win as well, high up the pitch. Well, they allowed her a little bit of room and space. Zanele takes a deflection on Maya Messiah, And it's a corner here, some defending to do for Western Cape. Both teams do have aerial ability. And there's the beautiful picture, the beautiful rainbowness and rainbow nation of South Africa. That's what, of course, combines us and helps us to most certainly do something good in terms of future preferences when we are working together as a unit and as a nation. That's South Africa for you. I'm thinking my lovely crew as well here in the commentary booth will second me on that one. They will get a second bite of the cherry. Here is Gauteng province hoisting one, and some indecisive defending here, some shaky and panicking, but they managed to clear the lines. Will be a counter attack here with the bursting pace of Lutando Mthembu, and she's the one that was eluding on in terms of that back four of Gauteng province, keeping a very close eye on him. It will take Katlego to then drop deep from the midfield to help out in terms of defensive cover. As they come away with it, Toriso now exceptionally first touch with her chest, but Maya read that very well. Oh, great first touch from Lutando. This is one to look out for the future, but the skipper winning the ball, and now they are on the counter. She takes an awkward shot here and an awkward deflection. But unfortunately, it was an offside. The first assistant, Mazola Geloyo, Lerato Mufukeng. Mazola, the first assistant, that's what I call her, Mazola, waving a flag for offside. It's all about two once it more, yeah. That bursting pace, yeah, and an opportunity. Oh, that's the first goal. It's into the back of the net. What is the linesman saying? The referee has pointed it to the line, and it's in the back of the net. Bursting pace from Katlego Mohale, deep from the midfield. And guess what? That defensive third, Maya, Ezra, as well as Thomas, were found wanting. Maya did everything exceptionally well. And they find the back of the net just in the 8th minute. Look at the work ethic. Look at how she bypasses. Look at the sprint as well. The cover wasn't there, but Zanele, exceptional in terms of her work ethic. Oh, Katlego, beautiful finish. They tried to take it out of the line, but they weren't able to. When you know the know, you will know how to know, because the know will let you know. Now that you know the know has made you know that there is pressure, pressure, pressure. And that's a foul from Aliyah Jacobs. She's also had a fine start. Is Leroux. Late challenge. Look at the determination to win that ball back. Oh, that's a late challenge. She's lucky not to find herself in the referee's book. Some indecisive, shaky defending there. Not sure whether is it that goal that made them to be a bit shakier, but this changes the whole stature of the game. It's 1 Gauteng province and 0 Western Cape. Here's the South African nation I was alluding on. It's going to be a corner here, taken quickly, taken short as well. Something from the training ground, and a shot here! Over the crossbar. Phenomenal start from Gauteng. They've dominated the aerial balls, dominated the second balls as well. Corner was taken short here, something from the training ground. And she was awarded a bit of space, and she unleashed. Just unfortunate she wasn't able to keep her shot down there. Comfortable catch for the goalkeeper of Gauteng province, Coutinho. And she hoists one in the heart of midfield. Oh, Katlego with some shoe shine and piano. When we talk about a player who has confidence all day, that's a player that is very smart in terms of her ethics and work ethic. Will be the Western Cape's ball here. Some of the spectators that are actually on the fence that side are holding cups, and I'm thirsty now. And those cups are rarely seen in public. So what does that say? Well, a happy Heritage Day to all South Africans. I hope you are enjoying. Great turn now from Katlego, the captain. Exceptional turn as well from Nsingo. Great pass as well. Good cover defense. Look at the turn. And the goalkeeper here. Oh, that nearly creeped into the back of the net. Uncertainty from the keeper of Gauteng. Coutinho. Skylar, the first choice goalkeeper. She hasn't conceded many goals here. Does possess his reflexes. She's put her team under immense pressure. It's a corner, the first corner going the way of Western Cape. And for some aerial ability to commence. She comes out of her line, not convincingly, not clearing her lines. And Zintle just keeps the move alive. There must be a player down outside of the review of your picture, but yeah, is Gauteng on the counter, on the transition. Some defending here to do for Western Cape. Nicely done by Toriso. Infield as she goes, but the referee, I think now she spots that Zintle, the little Napoleon, Jokolo, is down. She will receive medical attention, of course. Hopefully it's nothing major. There's that opportunity that fell kindly for Gauteng province, just that they dilly-dallied on the ball. Tisha wasn't able to bypass the defensive third. Oh, there's a certain individual that I used to most certainly live with. Oh, it's a knock actually off the ball incident. The little Napoleon. She came off the bench in a semi-final clash and she managed to find the back of the net. Another one to look out for in the future. And as I was making my way over this side to the commentary booth, there's a certain Banyana midfielder and AC Milan midfielder, Refilio Gianni. She's most definitely amongst the crowd, all protocol observed. What a player. Remember, she had the likes of Tembi Khatana, as well as the likes of Jeneline van Veek, one of the most industrious defenders, of course, of Banyana. Oh, they've done an immaculate job is the likes of Refilio. And when you look at Desiree Ali as well, the former Banyana captain. She is the coach now, current coach of Banyana. She's broken a lot of records in qualifying for the FIFA Women's World Cup. That's one of the accolades that will go into her pocket. But as we look at this opportunity that could pose a threat here with a long throw from the captain of the ship, Thomas. She most certainly will need her leadership qualities and skills to then get the work ethic intact here in this game. They need to pull one back here, and it's of importance because Gauteng province have dominated the game. Now Kyla, who hasn't seen much of the ball. First time ball from Zintle. And the coach outside of your picture of Western Cape is not happy about that decision. A bit of a poor decision making. Thomas now. Hoist one. Back into the half of Gauteng. And there's an overload of Namba Lutando, who also hasn't seen much of the ball. What is it saying is that the Gauteng midfield is congested and they are compact and they are cutting the supply. Not one of the best first touches from Toriso, the speedy Gonzalez winger of Gauteng province. Entrusted in terms of her bursting pace and the skill. Well, they actually want us to also be part of this SAFA under 15 inter-provincial tournament final. The review gives a little bit of another perspective in all essence and in all view. And I always allude about one ethic. I always allude about who wants it more, who has that work ethic, that desire, and that say never die attitude. When you know, do you believe? There's that defensive splitting pass that I always allude on in terms of quality passing from the captain of the ship. Early unlocked that defensive third. You can see the shape as well from Western Cape. Not really pretty adequate. It will be a goal kick to Western Cape, who will patiently want to get back into the game. Pull one back before the halftime break. We are just 3 minutes away from the halftime whistle. They lose the ball. Zanele now with a decent effort. That's not far off. Still had to take the goalkeeper's movement to just make sure that it doesn't creep into that top corner. Not one of the best goal kicks, of course, from Maya. But look at where she picks up the ball. Acres of spaces. And she unleashes one powerful and impactful thunderbolt of a shot. Now, an opportunity for Lutando. She hasn't been goal side. That defensive third have been keeping a very close eye on her. That tells you of the inagility and philosophy, as well as how the coach of Gauteng province has instilled into the side in terms of ball rotation, in terms of marking. Each and every time they lose the ball, counter press football is what they play. Out wide now, as they patiently are working it. Katlego back to Yola. Katlego yet again, great skill, exceptional cross here. Just unfortunate they weren't able to keep tabs with it. Jacobs, she's brought down. I thought the referee could play advantage. But that's what I was talking about. Each and every time they lose the ball, they are very quick in terms of making sure that they can be able to maneuver something different. We are just seconds, merely seconds, and we see a goal here just before the halftime break. Katlego to Zanele. Sensational in terms of her skill and play. Goes and gets the ball and a shot here. In a tight angle, she still manages to squeeze the ball and get a shot out of it. Great combination play from the two. Toriso, they are awarding her acres of spaces, and she's a very clever individual. Look at that shot. Great goalkeeping as well. Reflexes from Maya and the shot. Yeah! As we were looking, of course, at the preview, guess what? Just before the halftime break, and it's what I was alluding. Can we get a goal before the halftime break here? And guess what? They've gone and most certainly got a goal here. The goalkeeper making a meal out of that. It was one of the most easiest of catches. Oh, she pumped it back into the danger zone. And guess what? It has come back to really haunt them. It will go down as a goalkeeper's error. Just before the halftime break, they conceived his Western Cape. A phenomenal first half approach from Gauteng province. The coach's approach has seemingly worked, and the tactics have been phenomenal, immaculately done. You can see now the environment in the grounds is starting to be hostile. The hostility is much more different, but they have to go back into that dressing room and make sure that they come out at better side is Western Cape. It could go as a game of two halves. Western Cape can definitely be of another essence. But we go into halftime break with Gauteng province leading by 2-0. And it is the SAFA under 15 inter-provincial tournament out here in Panorama Football Club and Sports Ground. There's the review I was alluding on. It's halftime break here, and we will be back for second half action. as we come back for action in the second half. They are making a sub here. Is Western Cape, the coach, just making sure that she can add more stability and mobility. She's bringing on the Semi, who has been quite a fantastic midfielder thus far for me in this competition. As we got it underway in the second half, remember that this is the final of the SAFA Under 15 Interprovincial Tournament. Coming to you live from one of the most prominent grounds in Gauteng, next to Honeydew. Produced a lot of quality players like your Tepo Matsimela, who's currently applying his trade right now at Magesi. Second half, I always allude about the first 5-10 minutes, crucial and vital moments of the game. These two sides must not concede. Gauteng Province have a lead to protect, and Western Cape have a deficit to catch. Will they be able to? Most certainly. It's all about the work ethic at this point in time, the sharpness, the zeal, the eagerness, the tenacity. As we look at this first corner, just under 1 minute, down on the floor, grass cutter of a ball. Oh, she manages to squeeze the ball through a cluster of defenders. I don't think Maya would have seen anything there, and because of the cluster of players that were right in front of her. Look at how she wiggles away. She gets the second bite of the cherry, shows some desire to win the ball back. She still manages to get past two. Will be a goal kick to Western Province. One of the best headers on Kayla. She's got her partner in crime back here in the second half. That's why the coach has made a change here. See that the little Napoleon has gone off. Another shot here, straight at the goalkeeper. So Zintle has been the one that has been taken off, and coach has put on Lisemi. Great block as well from that defensive third. We'll see the lifting of the trophy right after the final whistle. And the prize giving was certainly the awards, the accolades on the podium. And we are going to crown the champions of the SAFA Under 15 Inter-Provincial Tournament champions. It's all about who wants it more at this point in time. All about the work ethic, the desire, and the say never die attitude. Who wants it more? As we look at the skipper, the referee has just called her back a couple of steps so that it can be rightfully taken in the rightful place. Another shot here. They have been taking shots outside of the box, is Gauteng. They do possess players who are capable of unleashing shots. No changes, of course, from Gauteng. Only just one change from Western Cape. The coach has brought on Lisemi. Fani. Another beautiful ball here as she finds Tisha. Wasn't able to get onto the end of that ball. Apparently Tisha has a very interesting nickname. They call her Tito. Tito. That's what they call her. That's a nickname. So of course Tisha. The goalkeeper coming off his line quickly here. And that's one important factor in the modern football. A goalkeeper sweeper playing very an insightful, significant role in the game. When you look at the likes of Meyer Neuer, Ter Stegen, if you look at Anderson as well at some point for Man City. If you look at another Anderson as well, of course, for Liverpool, it's another goalkeeper that has been able to play as a sweeper goalkeeper. But coming back here in our own country, we've got our own Ronan Williams as we look at this nasty challenge on the captain. Hopefully it's nothing major. Looks like it's an irrational one. Not one of the best challenges as well from Teriso. Unintentional, of course. He is limping. And if the coach of Gauteng was to lose a key player like Katlego Alebane, it would be something of a different factor, because it will be a force up. Well, she was limping, but now the medical staff have calling to her attention. Looks like she will be able to carry on with the game. Outside of your picture, she's walking towards the halfway line, just waiting for Busiswa to call her back into play. Here's the fourth official signaling that she can be able to go into the field. Exceptional as well from Lebuhang. And another challenge here, which calls for her to go into the book. As she's given a yellow card here, the first yellow of the game to Jacobs. Western Cape have picked up a yellow card here. Aliyah Jacobs in the 26th minute of the second half. And they try to maneuver something different here. It will be a case of how things will unfold. Another throw in here as we look at the first up, which will then come in on the side of Gauteng province. They are pulling off another lethal weapon, Katlego. In fact, it is Tisha. Well, they wanted to play that set piece on the other side of the field, but the referee saw it differently. We will see a sub which will be done by Gauteng province, and they are bringing on another individual who's very fast, Frederick Atina. She was fantastic. As Letu is putting pressure on Liruo. That solid wall of Gibraltar. It will be a corner here. As the assistant signals, here is the sub that is going to be made. Atina Frederick will be coming on the place of Tisha, the mid-pro maestro, I call her, the Speedy Gonzalez, her nickname being Tito. Another beautiful ball, something from the training ground, but the unfortunate part was that it didn't profit any intuition. Lutando, three players are always around her. Now Ezra gets the return ball, bursting run from Ezra. Took the cover defense of Yola to then get that ball away from the danger zone. Some indecisive defending here. Liruo not clear up the line, and a shot. Lutando, much more better from Western Cape in terms of the high press and in terms of the determination. And I alluded that it could be a game of two halves, but that's a decent effort. Exceptionally done there. They failed to clear their lines. Liruo giving it back and into the danger zone. And guess what? She unleashed. Oh, nearly pulling and finding the back of the net. And in this second half, you can see the work ethic of Western Cape. They are putting pressure. Jacobs, who's sitting on the yellow. Another tackle, yeah, which is very decisive there from the captain. Another beautiful ball. And Lisemi, just unfortunate that she wasn't able to keep her shot down. That's what they brought her on to stabilize that midfield. Atina with her first contribution, so that she outsmarted this back four. Thomas, in fact, that's Maya. Lutando, exceptional. And Jacobs is offside. Fortunately, wasn't able to time her run to perfection, but you can see now they're complementing each other, especially with Lutando and Lisa Kanya and Jacobs adding more numerical number, which then tells you with Lisemi in, Kayla now will be able to be offensive as much possible as she can. Will be coming away with Gauteng province, who are sitting on a place at this point. And you can see that Western Province need to most certainly come up with another different approach, and they have in the second half, in the sense of making sure that they can play counter-attack football, counter-press, and pinning back the opposition in their own half, hoisting one infield. It's a 1v1 situation here. See that Yola is the one that had kept tabs, of course, with Lisa Kanya. Now Yola up infield and palmed away from the danger zone. Aliyah, just unfortunate that she wasn't able to combine with Lutando this time around. Patiently working it on the turn. The battles of the two number 10s, Kaylee as well as Katleo Alibana. Kaylee got the better and she won the ball very well. Will be a throw-in coming away with Gauteng, looking for their third goal to kill the game. And the referee has blown the whistle here. There is an alteration. That means there is an unorthodox type of a maneuver that happened there that caught the referee's eye. Out wide, Atina, exceptional in terms of trying to round her marker, Ezra Nordin. Hasn't been able to overlap as much as possible as she would love to. Yola with another throw here, finding a captain inside that box. She keeps the move alive. They are protesting for a hand, but remember, the laws of the game states, is it in a natural position or out of position in terms of natural position? Once you stretch the hand, that means you are now interfering with play. But once your hand is close to your body, that means the penalty can't be given. That's the laws of the game. And they introduced a very interesting law whereby a team, in terms of the kickoff, has a chance. Great save from the goalkeeper, Atina, making sure that she can find space for herself. Oh, that would have been something else at that gone into the back of the net, but that's a fine save from the goalkeeper. Great reflexes from Maya. Here's the third goal I was alluding on. They are looking for it. Is Gauteng Province to kill the game. Unfortunately, Jacobs wasn't able to keep the ball in. But look at how she gets in front of the players. It's a long throw, not decisive defending. She gets in front of her marker, takes a shot there, but great reflexes from the goalkeeper. Oh, the referee says there was a push there. In fact, a handball rather than a push. Will be a ball coming away with Western Province. Western Cape are looking to pull one back here, and they're in desperate need of pulling one back here to change the whole complexion and the complex and the dimension of the game. A set piece in search of aerial ability. They do not possess it as much, but let Lutando here. Oh, that would have gone into the back of the net. But great goalkeeping. Look at what the goalkeeper does. She comes off her line and then she tracks back to her line yet again, so that she can be able to comfortably catch that ball. Exceptional goalkeeping for me from Skylar Coutinho. She read the play very well, but Lutando, not one of the most powerful headers. Look at what they do. They hoist one in the danger zone and undecisive defending, but the goalkeeper coming off her line, and she anticipates that that ball is going to come back, and she gets checked back into her goalpost. Losing the ball in a very promising area, and another beautiful ball here. Oh, Coutinho yet again. She's in the mood. It's Coutinho. Exceptional goalkeeping. She's reading the game very well. Coming off her line, her anticipation and awareness. Look at that ball from Lisemi. Beautiful, delightful and inviting ball. But look at what Coutinho does. Comes off her line. There's the sweeper goalkeeping, modern football I was talking about. Taken quickly here is the throw in out on this left and flank side. Katlego. She finds one and only Liolo. Back to Coutinho. Patiently working it. Yola. She was just trying to turn a marker there. Was Zanele. Gives the ball away. Now a chance for Kaylee. The shot, yeah. Great block. Is it going to be? The referee has called it. Most certainly it was a shove from the back. One of the best challenges on Lisa Kanya. The medical staff members are called to attend her. Look at what they do here. Is Kayla just tries to take the shot outside of the box, but Lisa Kanya wins the ball. The shove at the back there. She clashed into Liruo as well. And I think that's why she got the worst out of that tackle. It's just hoping that she will be able to carry on. Outside of your picture, as we look at the set piece, there's another sub that is most certainly going to be taking place on the side of Gauteng. We are going to be bringing on Naomi. As well as on the side of Western Cape, they will be making a sub here. Set piece, promising area. On the ground, takes a deflection! And it goes into the back of the net. They pulled on back here. And it changes the whole stature of the game. As we look at the two subs. Firstly, of Gauteng Province. They are going to take off Simpiwe, who's done an emphatic job, and they're bringing on Naomi. And on the side of Western Cape, they most certainly will be taking out Lisa Kanya. In fact, it looks like a forced sub. It looks like a forced sub rather than a sub which was made here. So Lisa Kanya won't be returning in the field of play here. As I allude now, it's game on. This changes the whole stature of the game because they pulled on back here and they were in desperate need of pulling one back. So Fredericks has come on and another shot here. Oh, they've woken up. They have woken up. A decent attempt. Exceptional shot on target. But just wasn't able to keep the shot down there. So Fredericks comes on in the place of Lisa Kanya. It's more of a forced substitution. So the coach has lost a major key factor and a key player. Lo Lutando is looking for an equalizer here. They've taken the foot of the pedal. Is Gauteng. Here they are on the counter on that right and flank side. Great skill, but just wasn't able to round his marker. Zanele to Atina. Wasn't able to combine with Zanele. You can see what they wanted to do, but well, organization from that back four. 38 minutes has gone and been played here in the final of the SAFA under 15 Interprovincial Tournament. Remember that what you can most certainly do is go on our website www.safa.net. You can go on our social media platforms as well, safa_._net, and on Facebook you can most certainly just type South African Football Association and you can be able to be with us and enjoy all the action as well. The game has suddenly changed there in terms of the intensity and the tempo. Oh, they were looking for the counter-attack. Great block. Oh, look at what the captain of the ship here does. Just shoves off Aliyah Jacobs, who's sitting on the yellow. I also thought they would have sacrificed her. But the coach is not taking any chances. Yolo. Back to his own defender. The goalkeeper coming off his line here. Really interesting when you get to look at it. Hoisting one up in field. Leruo out from the danger zone. Exceptional turn here from Naomi, but gives the ball away. Katlejo playing deep now. And this is what we talk about, goalkeepers of different caliber and stature. Coutinho, she knows that Western Cape have found some momentum and pressure as the referee blows the final whistle of the SAFA Under 15 Interprovincial Tournament. It's Gauteng Province who have won in an emphatic fashion, beating Western Cape Province by 2-1. And it's going to be quite interesting to see how they manage. But as I was alluding, of course, they are going to be the champions yet again, Gauteng Province. As from us here in the commentary booth, congratulations, of course, to Gauteng Province in the sense of making sure that they can maneuver something different. It was a great first half and second half, but it's full-time score here, Gauteng 2 and Western Cape 1.